Down here where the light gave up trying miles ago, there are things that exist without ever being seen by anyone. The unseen doesn't need witnesses to be real. The unseen has been here the whole time, whether or not anyone came down far enough to notice. I think about the parts of me like that, the parts that exist, whether or not anyone ever sees them. The unseen in me, the unseen in the dark, both just being without needing an audience. The unseen doesn't need the light. The unseen exists despite the night that tries to say it isn't there. The unseen in the deepest parts of the sea of me, of everywhere that no one ever looked. The unseen is still real. The unseen is still true. The unseen doesn't need you to believe in it to be. I used to think if no one saw it, it didn't matter. If no one witnessed the depth of what I felt or who I really was underneath the version I showed. But the unseen parts of me were always the truest, the parts that didn't perform for anyone, the parts that just existed in the dark where I thought no one was looking, including myself. Maybe the most real parts of anyone are the unseen ones, the ones that don't change depending on who's watching, the ones that just are. The unseen doesn't need the light. The unseen exists despite the night that tries to say it isn't there. The unseen in the deepest parts of the sea of me, of everywhere that no one ever looked. The unseen is still real. The unseen is still true. The unseen doesn't need you to believe in it to be. So I stopped needing to be seen to feel real. I let the unseen parts of me just exist down here in this dark where nothing needs permission to be true. The unseen fish, the unseen creatures, the unseen me, all just being without asking if it's allowed, without asking if anyone's watching, just being true. There's a freedom in being unseen that I never expected to find down here. A freedom from performance, a freedom from the question of whether I'm believable, whether I'm enough. The unseen doesn't have to prove anything. The unseen just is, and that might be the most honest thing I've ever let myself be. The unseen doesn't need the light. The unseen exists despite the night that tries to say it isn't there. The unseen in the deepest parts of the sea of me, of everywhere that no one ever looked. The unseen is still real. The unseen is still true. The unseen doesn't need you to believe in it to be. The unseen, still real, still true. The unseen, just being, just me. The unseen. never said out loud. Not because they're shameful, not because I'm proud of keeping them so quiet, but because some words don't survive the trip from chest to mouth. They die somewhere in the throat. Unspoken isn't the same as untrue. Unspoken just means I haven't found the way to say it to you, or to anyone, or maybe even to myself. Unspoken, sitting in my chest. Unspoken, taking up the rest of the space where words should be. Unspoken is the part of me that nobody sees. Not because I'm hiding, but because some things need the deep, need the dark, need the quiet before they can be heard. Unspoken isn't silence, it's a different kind of word. I've rehearsed it 1,000 times in the shower, in the car. Unspoken gets so close sometimes to becoming who you are out loud, but something always pulls it back down into the deep. Unspoken isn't weakness, it's just things that need to keep a little longer in the dark before the light. Unspoken might be wrong, might be right, I don't know yet. Maybe down here in the deep sea, unspoken finally gets to be heard by someone who isn't afraid of what I haven't said. Unspoken, sitting in my chest. Unspoken, taking up the rest of the space where words should be. Unspoken is the part of me that nobody sees. Not because I'm hiding, but because some things need the deep, need the dark, need the quiet before they can be heard. Unspoken isn't silence, it's a different kind of word. Maybe I'll say it someday, maybe I won't. Maybe unspoken is the form some truths have always chosen to take. Not less real for staying quiet, not less true for staying back. Unspoken is still a language I'm just learning how to speak in my own time, in my own deep. I think about all the things that live unspoken in other people too. The things behind their eyes, the things they never say to you. Maybe we're all carrying oceans of unspoken things. Maybe that's what makes us human. Maybe that's what makes us sing, even when we don't have the words, even when the words won't come. Unspoken is still a song. Unspoken, sitting in my chest. Unspoken, taking up the rest of the space where words should be. Unspoken is the part of me that nobody sees. Not because I'm hiding, but because some things need the deep, need the dark, need the quiet before they can be heard. Unspoken isn't silence, it's a different kind of word. Unspoken, still here, still true. Unspoken, maybe someday. Unspoken, still mine. without explaining why. It's not sadness, exactly, not quite fear. It's something older, something that's been pulling for years. Before I had the language for it, before I knew to call it anything at all. What pulls me down isn't trying to drown me. I used to think it was, but maybe it's just asking me to stop swimming against it for once. What pulls me down? I fought you for so long. What pulls me down? Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you're not the enemy, maybe you're just the truth. I haven't let myself feel all the way through. What pulls me down might be the part of me that needed to stop pretending I was fine. What pulls me down? Take me wherever you need me to go. I've spent so long swimming up away from you, kicking, fighting every time I felt you start to pull. But what if the fighting was the thing that made it hurt? What if you were never trying to take something from me? What if you were just trying to show me something I kept swimming away from seeing? What if I let you pull me just this once? What if the bottom isn't the worst place to be? What if you've been trying to take me somewhere I needed to go? What pulls me down? I fought you for so long. What pulls me down? Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you're not the enemy, maybe you're just the truth. I haven't let myself feel all the way through. What pulls me down might be the part of me that needed to stop pretending I was fine. What pulls me down? Take me wherever you need me to go. Maybe the things that pull us down aren't always trying to destroy us. Maybe sometimes they're trying to root us to something real, to take us off the surface where we've been treading water for so long, pretending swimming. Maybe what pulls me down is just gravity asking me to finally rest on something solid instead of fighting to stay afloat forever. What pulls me down? I fought you for so long. What pulls me down? Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you're not the enemy, maybe you're just the truth. I haven't let myself feel all the way through. What pulls me down might be the part of me that needed to stop pretending I was fine. What pulls me down? Take me wherever you need me to go. What pulls me down? Not the enemy, not anymore. What pulls me down? Take me down. What pulls me down? Finally, still. They say don't look down into the abyss. They say it looks back. They say there's nothing worse than this. The bottomless, the endless, the place where the map runs out. But I've been standing at the edge of it for years now, without a doubt that the abyss isn't empty. The abyss isn't void. The abyss is just the part of me I've never employed on purpose, the parts I've never used, the depths I've never chosen to lose. The abyss isn't nothing, the abyss is everything I haven't faced. The abyss isn't bottomless, it just goes further than my eyes can trace, in the dark, in the deep, in the place that doesn't keep a single promise of an end. The abyss isn't my enemy, the abyss might be my friend that I haven't met yet. I used to think the abyss was something to be feared, something that would swallow me if I came too near. But the closer that I get, the more I start to see the abyss isn't trying to consume me. The abyss is just deep, deeper than I thought a thing could ever keep its shape in. And I'm starting to understand that depth isn't danger, depth is just unexplored land. Maybe the abyss in me it's just the parts I haven't had the courage yet to see. Maybe looking down isn't falling, maybe looking down is just finally calling. The abyss isn't nothing, the abyss is everything I haven't faced. The abyss isn't bottomless, it just goes further than my eyes can trace, in the dark, in the deep, in the place that doesn't keep a single promise of an end. The abyss isn't my enemy, the abyss might be my friend that I haven't met yet. So I let myself sink a little further past where I'd been before, past the comfortable, past the known, into the abyss's open door. And nothing swallowed me, nothing came apart. The abyss just held me like it had been waiting from the start, for someone to stop being afraid of how deep they go. The abyss isn't the end, the abyss is just how far I didn't know I could hold. Everyone has an abyss someplace inside they've been told to avoid, to hide from, but the abyss doesn't want to hurt you. The abyss just wants to be known the way the deepest parts of anyone wanna be, not feared, not avoided, just seen, just acknowledged, just let to exist. Without the story, the depth must mean something sinister. The abyss is just depth, and depth is just honest. The abyss isn't nothing, the abyss is everything I haven't faced. The abyss isn't bottomless, it just goes further than my eyes can trace, in the dark, in the deep, in the place that doesn't keep a single promise of an end. The abyss isn't my enemy, the abyss might be my friend that I haven't met yet. The abyss, just depth, just honest. The abyss, might be my friend. The abyss, waiting still. There's a place deeper than the deepest I had planned to go, a trench that makes the abyss look shallow by comparison. I didn't know I had a trench in me until I found myself still descending past where I thought the bottom was. Turns out the bottom keeps moving the deeper you're willing to go. Trench isn't a place you arrive at. Trench is a place you keep finding further down. Trench deeper than I knew. Trench deeper than the view from anywhere I've stood before. Trench, there's always one more floor to this descent, one more layer I hadn't spent the courage to find. Trench isn't the end. Trench is just the deepest I've been so far. And maybe that's enough for today. Maybe the trench doesn't need to be fully mapped to be worth the going. The pressure here is different than anywhere above. The pressure here could crush most things that aren't built for this kind of depth. But I'm finding parts of myself that were built for exactly this. Parts that needed this much weight, this much dark, to finally reveal what they were made of. Trench shows you what survives when everything easy is stripped away. I thought I knew how deep I could go. Turns out the trench just kept asking more of me, and I kept finding I had more to give to the go. And trench deeper than I knew. Trench deeper than the view from anywhere I've stood before. Trench, there's always one more floor to this descent, one more layer I hadn't spent the courage to find. Trench isn't the end. Trench is just the deepest I've been so far. And maybe that's enough for today. Maybe the trench doesn't need to be fully mapped to be worth the going. At the very bottom of what I could find today, it was quiet in a way that nothing else has been quiet. The kind of quiet that comes from being so far from everything that used to matter so far. From the noise that I forgot it existed. Trench gave me a silence I didn't know I was looking for the whole time. I thought I was just ascending. Maybe we all have a trench somewhere in us, a depth we haven't fully charted, a place where the pressure would crush most things, but where we might find the parts of ourselves that are strongest, the parts that were always built for the deep, even if we never needed to find them before. Now trench is patient. Trench will wait for whenever you're ready to go that far down. Trench deeper than I knew. Trench deeper than the view from anywhere I've stood before. Trench, there's always one more floor to this descent, one more layer I hadn't spent the courage to find. Trench isn't the end. Trench is just the deepest I've been so far. And maybe that's enough for today. Maybe the trench doesn't need to be fully mapped to be worth the going. Trench, deeper still, patient. Trench, enough for today. Trench, waiting still. I came down here on purpose, past where the light gives out, past where the surface stops asking questions about what I'm afraid of, about what I'm made of. Deep sea doesn't ask me to explain. Deep sea just lets me be without the noise, without the need to seem okay. Deep sea is the only place I let myself not be. Deep sea, take me where it's honest. Deep sea, take me where it's promised that nothing has to be explained or fixed or shown. Deep sea, just dark, just alone, just true, just me, without diversion. I let everybody see. Deep sea, this is who I am when nobody's watching. Deep sea, I understand myself a little better down here, in the quiet, in the fear, in the dark that doesn't scare me anymore. The deeper that I go, the less I have to hide. The surface wants performance, the deep sea wants the tide of everything I'm carrying, everything unsaid. Deep sea doesn't flinch at the things inside my head, it just holds the weight of it the way the water can. Deep sea is where I finally stop pretending to understand everything. Sometimes you just need the dark. I'm not running from anything, I'm swimming toward the parts of me I usually ignore. Deep sea isn't an escape, it's an arrival, it's something real. Deep sea, take me where it's honest. Deep sea, take me where it's promised that nothing has to be explained or fixed or shown. Deep sea, just dark, just alone, just true, just me, without diversion. I let everybody see. Deep sea, this is who I am when nobody's watching. Deep sea, I understand myself a little better down here, in the quiet, in the fear, in the dark that doesn't scare me anymore. Maybe we all need a deep sea, a place to go where nothing's watching, where the weight can finally show itself without apology, without the need to seem fine. Maybe the deep sea in all of us is just waiting to be visited, to be known, not fixed, just known, that's all. The deep sea ever asked of me. Deep sea, take me where it's honest. Deep sea, take me where it's promised that nothing has to be explained or fixed or shown. Deep sea, just dark, just alone, just true, just me, without the version. I let everybody see. Deep sea, this is who I am when nobody's watching. Deep sea, I understand myself a little better down here, in the quiet, in the fear, in the dark that doesn't scare me anymore. Deep sea, just honest, just true. Deep sea, I understand myself. Deep sea, down here, always. The deeper that you go, the more the water holds you, not gently, not softly, but completely, from every side at once. Pressure isn't punishment, pressure is just what depth costs, and I've been paying it gladly, because pressure is also what makes diamonds, what makes things that can survive anywhere. Pressure isn't trying to crush me. Pressure is showing me what I can hold. Pressure from every side. Pressure I won't hide from anymore. Pressure made me stronger than the version of me that stayed where it was easy. Pressure isn't cruelty. Pressure is just the deep asking how much you can carry, and I keep finding the answer is more than I thought, more than I knew. Pressure made me this. On the surface, I was afraid of any weight, afraid of being asked to hold too much. But down here, pressure comes from everywhere at once. And instead of breaking, I found a different shape inside myself, one built for exactly this much weight, this much depth, this much asking. Pressure revealed the parts of me that were always strong enough. I just never had to find them before. Maybe pressure isn't the enemy. Maybe pressure is the teacher. Maybe pressure is just the depth showing me what I'm actually made of. Pressure from every side. Pressure I won't hide from anymore. Pressure made me stronger than the version of me that stayed where it was easy. Pressure isn't cruelty. Pressure is just the deep asking how much you can carry, and I keep finding the answer is more than I thought, more than I knew. Pressure made me this. I think about the things on land that can't survive, the step that would collapse under this much weight. And I think about how I didn't collapse, how I'm still here, still whole, still breathing slow and steady through the pressure that should have broken me but didn't. Pressure just revealed what I was always capable of holding. I just needed the depth to prove it. We avoid pressure our whole lives. We look for the easy, the comfortable, the shallow end. But the deepest parts of us, the strongest parts of us, only show up under pressure, under weight, under the asking of more than we thought we had. Pressure isn't something to escape. Pressure is something to trust yourself inside of. Pressure from every side. Pressure I won't hide from anymore. Pressure made me stronger than the version of me that stayed where it was easy. Pressure isn't cruelty. Pressure is just the deep asking how much you can carry, and I keep finding the answer is more than I thought, more than I knew. Pressure made me this. Pressure made me strong, made me this. Pressure more than I knew, more than I thought. Pressure holding still. In the deepest dark where the sun has never been, something learned to make its own light, not borrowed, not reflected, just generated from inside itself. Bioluminescence is the body saying I don't need the world above to tell me when to shine. I'll make my own light down here, in the place that's supposed to be just black, just nothing. I found a way to glow. Bioluminescence, light without a source. Bioluminescence, my own kind of force that doesn't need the sun, that doesn't need permission to glow in the dark. Bioluminescence bioluminescence, proof that even here in the deepest, loneliest, darkest part, there's a way to make your own light when no one else provides it. Bioluminescence, I am learning how to shine from inside. I used to think my light came from outside me, from people, from approval, from the things that told me I was worth the watching. But down here in the abyss, in the dark that no one sees, I found a different kind of light, the kind that doesn't flicker when the audience leaves, the kind that doesn't need an audience at all. Bioluminescence taught me that the brightest light I have was never borrowed. Maybe I've been generating light this whole time and just didn't know, because no one ever told me that the deep sea creatures glow without a single witness, without a single need to be seen. Bioluminescence, light without a source. Bioluminescence, my own kind of force that doesn't need the sun, that doesn't need permission to glow in the dark. Bioluminescence, proof that even here in the deepest, loneliest, darkest part, there's a way to make your own light when no one else provides it. Bioluminescence, I am learning how to shine from inside. I watch them in the dark, the small, bright, flickering things moving through the black, unbothered by how alone they seem to be, each one its own small sun, in a place that never asked for light but got it anyway, because something inside them decided darkness wasn't a reason to stop glowing. Bioluminescence is just the deep sea's way of saying light finds a way. Maybe that's the lesson in the deepest dark. Maybe that's what I came down here to find, that the light I need was never something I had to find outside myself. It was always something I could make if I let myself glow, even when no one's watching, even when it's dark, even when I'm alone. Bioluminescence isn't about being seen, it's about being lit from within, regardless. Bioluminescence, light without a source. Bioluminescence, my own kind of force that doesn't need the sun, that doesn't need permission to glow in the dark. Bioluminescence, proof that even here in the deepest, loneliest, darkest part, there's a way to make your own light when no one else provides it. Bioluminescence, I am learning how to shine from inside. Bioluminescence, my own light glowing. Bioluminescence, even here, even now. Bioluminescence, shining still. A pearl that forms in darkness isn't an accident. It starts with something foreign, something that got in, something uncomfortable, something that didn't fit. The oyster doesn't fight it. The oyster just commits to wrapping it in layer after layer of something beautiful, until the irritant becomes unmistakably a jewel. Black pearl formed in the deepest dark. Black pearl wasn't born to stand apart from where it started. It just learned to turn discomfort into something that gets returned as beauty. Black pearl, born from what hurt. Black pearl, proving its worth. spite of the dark, but because of it. Black pearl wouldn't exist without the very thing it had to wrap around. Black pearl makes the deepest sound when you understand that pain and beauty aren't opposites, they're just different names for the same deep process. Black pearl, patient and unbothered by how it began. I think about the things in me that started as a womb that I wrapped in something stronger, in something that could be held without breaking. Black pearl isn't pretending the hurt never happened. Black pearl is what happens when you don't run from it, when you let it become something you can hold in your palm and call beautiful, without lying about where it came from. Not every beautiful thing started easy. Not every beautiful thing arrived already finished. Some things need the dark, some things need the pressure to become black pearl, to become a treasure. Black pearl, born from what hurt. Black pearl, proving its worth, not in spite of the dark, but because of it. Black pearl wouldn't exist without the very thing it had to wrap around. Black pearl makes the deepest sound when you understand that pain and beauty aren't opposites, they're just different names for the same deep process. Black pearl, patient and unbothered by how it began. I wanna be a black pearl about the things that hurt me, not erase them, not pretend they didn't, but wrap them slow in something stronger, something that took years. Black pearl doesn't rush the process. Black pearl knows that beauty takes the time it takes, and not a moment less. Black pearl is patience. Black pearl is the proof that even the deepest dark can make something worth the wait. We are all forming something in our depths. Something started as a wound, something we're still wrapping in whatever string. We got some days it doesn't feel like beauty, some days it just feels like carrying something heavy in the dark. But one day maybe we'll hold it in the light and see that all that wrapping, all that darkness made a black pearl out of what we thought would only ever be a wound. Black pearl, born from what hurt. Black pearl, proving its worth, not in spite of the dark, but because of it. Black pearl wouldn't exist without the very thing it had to wrap around. Black pearl makes the deepest sound when you understand that pain and beauty aren't opposites, they're just different names for the same deep process. Black pearl, patient and unbothered by how it began. Black pearl, patient and beautiful. Black pearl, worth the wait. Black pearl, formed in me. Down here, there's no one else, just me. And whatever this is that I've been carrying, that I've been avoiding in the noise above. Down here, I can't distract myself. Down here, it's just me. And whatever it is that I've never sat with long enough to name, alone with it for the first time in a long time. No music, no people, no scrolling, no escape. Just this, just me. Alone with it, finally alone with it. Not running, not hiding, not pretending. It's not there. Alone with it in the deep where it's just me. And whatever I've been too afraid to feel. Alone with it isn't lonely the way I thought it would be. Alone with it is just honesty, just finally turning to face the thing I've been turning away from. I thought being alone with it would break me. I thought the silence would be unbearable, but it's just quiet. It's just me breathing. It's just the thing finally getting the attention it's been asking for in small ways for years. Alone with it isn't punishment. Alone with it is just what happens when you stop running long enough to let something catch up to you. I'm not scared of being alone. I'm scared of being alone with it. But down here, there's nowhere else to be. Just me and it, and that's enough. Alone with it, finally alone with it. Not running, not hiding, not pretending. It's not there. Alone with it in the deep where it's just me. And whatever I've been too afraid to feel. Alone with it isn't lonely the way I thought it would be. Alone with it is just honesty, just finally turning to face the thing I've been turning away from. So I sat with it longer than I meant to, longer than was comfortable, and somewhere in that sitting it got smaller. Not because I fixed it, not because I solved it, just because I finally let it exist without running alone with it. Taught me that the thing I'd been afraid of feeling was never as big as the fear of feeling it. Maybe that's what the deep sea is for, a place to be alone with the things we carry without an audience, without a performance, without anyone needing us to be fine. Just alone with it until it's not so heavy, until it's just a part of the water I move through. Alone but not lonely. Finally not lonely. Just honest. Just here. Just me. Alone with it. Finally alone with it. Not running, not hiding, not pretending. from alone with it. Finally honest, alone with it. Not so heavy now. Alone with it, just me. I noticed I stopped feeling the cold somewhere around the deepest part of going down. Not because I got used to the temperature, but because I stopped letting myself feel much of anything. Numb isn't peace the way people think. Numb is just the body's way of saying this is too much. So I'll just turn the volume down on everything. Numb isn't calm, numb isn't fine. Numb is just a different kind of drowning, quieter, slower. Numb doesn't hurt the way sharp things do, but numb takes just as much from you. Numb isn't the absence of pain. Numb is pain wearing a disguise that looks like nothing's wrong at all. I used to think numb meant I was healing, meant I'd finally gotten through the worst of it. But numb isn't the other side of feeling. Numb is just the place you go when feeling got too loud to bear. Numb is a room I locked myself into, thinking it was safety when it was just absence of everything, including the good I wanna feel again. Even if it hurts, even if the cold comes back, even if numb was easier, I wanna feel the water on my skin again. Numb isn't calm, numb isn't fine. Numb is just a different kind of drowning, quieter, slower. Numb doesn't hurt the way sharp things do, but numb takes just as much from you. Numb isn't the absence of pain. Numb is pain wearing a disguise that looks like nothing's wrong at all. So I let the cold back in on purpose, let myself feel the pressure, the dark, the weight of everything I'd numbed, and it hurt. God, it hurt, but it also meant I was still here, still capable of feeling anything at all. Numb was never the goal. Numb was just a place I got stuck on the way to feeling everything again. Maybe numb isn't a failure. Maybe numb is just the nervous system doing the only thing it knew to do with too much at once. But I don't wanna live in numb. I wanna live in feeling even the hard parts, even the cold, even the weight. Because numb might protect me, but feeling is what makes me alive. Down here or anywhere, numb isn't calm, numb isn't fine. Numb is just a different kind of drowning, quieter, slower. Numb doesn't hurt the way sharp things do, but numb takes just as much from you. Numb isn't the absence of pain. Numb is pain wearing a disguise that looks like nothing's wrong at all. Numb, letting go of numb. Numb, feeling again. Numb, fading finally. There's a color down here that doesn't exist anywhere else. Deep blue smoke curling through the water, the way smoke curls through a room at the end of a long night. Deep blue smoke is what's left after everything else has been said. The color of a feeling that doesn't need words anymore. Just this, just the curl of it, just the way it moves through the dark, unhurried, unbothered by the depth. Deep blue smoke, curling slow. Deep blue smoke, the only color I know that means exactly this. This particular kind of done with pretending, done with performing, done with everything except the truth. Deep blue smoke wrapping around every word I didn't say, every feeling I let numb. Deep blue smoke finally just being what it is. I've been carrying a smoke inside my chest for longer than I knew. Deep blue and curling and slow to settle, slow to clear. Deep blue smoke isn't urgent. Deep blue smoke doesn't rush to dissipate. It just exists the way old jazz exists, the way a smoky room at 2 a.m. exists, without apologizing for the hour or the haze or the way it makes everything look softer than it is. Maybe deep blue smoke is just what's left when you stop fighting the deep. Maybe it's the color of acceptance. Maybe it's the color of finally just being here. Deep blue smoke, curling slow. Deep blue smoke, the only color I know that means exactly this. This particular kind of done with pretending, done with performing, done with everything except the truth. Deep blue smoke wrapping around every word I didn't say, every feeling I let numb. Deep blue smoke finally just being what it is. I watched it curl around the abyss, around the black pearl, around everything I've been down here to find. Deep blue smoke doesn't judge what it wraps around. Deep blue smoke just holds the shape of whatever's underneath, the way the deepest truths always find their own particular color, their own particular smoke. I think this is what honesty looks like when it's had enough time to settle. Not sharp, not sudden, not a confession that comes out all at once, but a slow curling deep blue smoke that fills the room of who I am without demanding anything, just existing, just being the color of everything. I finally let myself feel down here in the deep, in the dark, in the smoke. Deep blue smoke, curling slow. Deep blue smoke, The only color I know that means exactly this. This particular kind of done, with pretending done, with performing done, with everything except the truth. Deep blue smoke, wrapping around every word I didn't say, every feeling I let numb. Deep blue smoke, finally just being what it is. Deep blue smoke, curling still. Deep blue smoke, just being just true. Deep blue smoke, always here. I'm rising now, back toward the place where the light starts to return. But I'm not the same person who went down the unspoken. Got spoken to myself. At least the abyss stopped looking back at me like an enemy. The black pearl formed exactly where I thought there was only a wound. I sat alone with it and found it wasn't as heavy once I stopped running. Changed, not fixed, not finished. Changed, just different than I was when I started this descent. Changed by the pressure, changed by the dark, changed by everything I let myself feel all the way through. Changed isn't a destination, changed is just proof that I went somewhere real and came back different in the quiet ways that matter most. I found my own light down there in the bioluminescence. I found the trench went deeper than I knew I could survive. I let what pulls me down finally pull and found the bottom wasn't the end. I let the numbness fade and felt the cold come back in. And somehow that hurt was better than the absence of feeling anything at all. I'm not the same shape. I went down with the pressure, reformed me. The dark revealed me. The unseen parts of me got finally seen by the one person who needed to see them most. Me changed, not fixed, not finished. Changed, just different than I was when I started this descent. Changed by the pressure, changed by the dark, changed by everything I let myself feel all the way through. Changed isn't a destination, changed is just proof that I went somewhere real and came back different in the quiet ways that matter most. As the light gets closer, as the water gets warmer, as the surface starts to call, I carry all of it with me. The trench, the smoke, the pearl, the pressure, none of it stays behind down here. It all comes up with me, woven into whoever I am now on the other side of all that deep. Maybe this is what the deep sea was always for, not to stay in forever, but to go down far enough to find the truest versions of the things I'd been avoiding, and then to carry them back up into the light. Not erased, not solved, not perfectly healed, but known, finally known by me. And that might be enough, that might be everything I came down here looking for, without knowing that's what I was looking for. Changed, not fixed, not finished, changed, just different than I was when I started this descent. Changed by the pressure, changed by the dark, changed by everything I let myself feel all the way through. Changed isn't a destination, changed is just proof that I went somewhere real and came back different. Changed in the quiet ways that matter most. Changed and still becoming, changed and still me. Changed, still rising, still me. Changed, carrying it all up with me. The abyss, the unspoken, the black pearl bioluminescence, the trench what pulled me down, numb deep blue smoke, the unseen pressure. Changed.